Hey there, this is Tom with Forster-Thomas, and I'm here to talk to you today about your film school application. More importantly, I'd like to give you 3 things to think about when you enter into a competitive film school candidacy. Number 1, what is your relationship to storytelling? It's not enough to just tell a top film school that you loved movies your whole life and you've been making them with your parents' camcorder since you were 8 years old out in the woods behind your house. That's great, but it's not going to be enough to be competitive at these schools because the fact of the matter is most other people applying to these schools have some story like that. They want to know that you understand yourself and how storytelling has been such an influence in your life where it's shaped, guided, or driven you to the person you are today. Number 2, a good portfolio is always curated. Don't make the mistake that so many people make of trying to throw at them everything you have. In terms of visual samples, a school like Columbia allows for up to 30 minutes of visual samples. And I had a client a couple years ago who had done quite a bit in the industry and he had some pretty good stuff. He had 9 minutes of really good material and he had 27 minutes of pretty good material. And I had to convince him to only send the 9. Make sure that that portfolio is a curated one where you're really only sending them the best stuff you have and the stuff that really all kind of combines together in the end and shows them a voice or shows them who you are as an artist. And that brings me to the third thing, which is what do you have to say to the world? It's so important that you have something to say. You know, you could have been raised in a situation where you were bullied as a kid and maybe, there's a voice that came out of that. Or you could have a social issue that's really important to you and you could have a voice that came out of that. But you have to have something to say to the world. Even if it's, hey, I want to make romantic comedies because I know there's times in life we all need to sit on the couch and laugh. That's fine, but you have to understand what it is about yourself that's taken you to that place. So I think when you sit back and you look at it, getting into a good film school has a lot to do with your self-awareness, who you are and how you understand your ability to use story and leverage story as a means of communicating with the world around you. Again, I'm Tom with Forster-Thomas. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us and I'd be happy to talk to you more.